pull out. It gets real short and folds over, so I can toss it in the back of my truck and go. It'll fit in the back of the car. It's sturdy. I've climbed up to the top of a second-story house in the middle of a rainstorm to nail down plastic on it. I've painted on it. I've changed light bulbs on it. I've done electrical work on it. This ladder has been well used. I pull this ladder out sometimes even when I can use something else. But you can see it's got paint on it. We ripped up a t-shirt one day to soften that so we weren't scratching walls. There's probably 4 different house colors on this paint, on this ladder. It's got some dents and some dings on it. This is an everyday ladder. I love it. I use it all the time. It's very useful. I depend on it. I happened to get this one for free, which is a different story. But if the guy who left it with me ever comes to get it back, I'm going to go out and buy one just like it. Okay? This is one of my favorite tools. This is an escape ladder. We had to buy an escape ladder to get our house certified to be foster parents. And so we had to go out and get an escape ladder, and I'm sure it's very handy. I've never taken this out of the box. I never even looked at it. I opened it up. I had to ask Laura where it was, and she said, oh, it's up in the upstairs closet kind of behind some stuff, which is really good for an escape ladder. But, I opened it up. It's still got, the plastic. It's nice and neatly folded, and it's never been used. Very handy for escape, though, I'm sure. If I were in real trouble, it'd be nice to have this. Okay? It would also be really nice to be able to find it. But in the meantime, it just kind of sits there, waiting to be used and doesn't get much use. Now, here's my question. Which ladder best represents your relationship with God? Because the point is, seeking God is not just a lifeline, it's a lifestyle. Seeking God is not just a lifeline, it's a lifestyle. We tend to think about God as somebody we can go to when things get really, really bad, right? Which is absolutely true. But the problem is we leave it there. And when we're not in big trouble, we fold him back up and we put him in the back of a closet behind some blankets. And hopefully we remember where he is when we really need him. But I want for your relationship not just to be a lifeline, but for it to be a lifestyle. I want for your relationship with God to be like this ladder. I want for you to love him. I want for you to pull him out and lean on him every day. To know that he's useful for so many things in your life. If the only time you go to God is when you're in big trouble, you have an incomplete relationship with God. That's not what he wants from you. He wants to be day to day. It drives me crazy. I get on people about their Bibles all the time. Is everybody kind of treats their Bible as a sacred object. Like, I got to keep it nice and neat. And I put it up on the shelf and it's there. And if I really need something, I guess I can pull it out. But I'm not really quite sure where to find stuff if I did. I want your Bible to look like this ladder, for crying out loud. Okay? The pieces of pressed wood are not holy. The words that God gives you are holy. Write in it. Make notes. Put your name in it. It should have dirt on it. It should be well used because you have it in your heart all the time. That's the way your relationship with God should be. Does that make sense? Okay? So we're going to talk about that idea of seeking God as a lifestyle, not just a lifeline. Now I want for you to turn to Exodus 2.